A new world order.
We needed a new world order.
On my orders.
We live in a new world now.
I am your president of law and order.
Hey guys, PayDroV here. Now in this video, let's talk about Chile and what actually happened in their country as their country declared an emergency as power outages plunges country into darkness.
A nationwide blackout forces the streets of Santiago to run on little more than passing headlights. Thousands of soldiers have been deployed to affected regions to guarantee the safety of people left with little to do during a nighttime curfew.
The blackout happened while I was at work. Our equipment shut down, so after 30 minutes, our bosses sent us home.
Authorities were quick to rule out a cyber attack as the cause, confirming a crucial transmission line had been disconnected. In a late-night address, Chile's president said power had been restored to around half of the 8 million homes affected.
All our energy is focused on ensuring that companies comply with the recovery of the system and that electricity is restored throughout the entire country.
Authorities say largest power outage in years caused by transmission line failure. Very, very interesting. Are we going to see a domino effect into play here? Because we have seen this programming as these blackouts continue to happen. Whether that's natural or deliberate, people must remain calm and collective because this is also a social experiment on the people. They are experimenting on the masses, okay? The Hegelian effect. Problem, reaction, solution, right? They cause a problem, they watch how we react, and then they bring in a solution to everything else. That is part of the control that they have on the people, the masses. It's called social conditioning and social programming. Now, this domino effect I've been seeing lately, and I know you guys have been seeing it too. Also, if this is done naturally, the forces out there likes to use these situations and put it into their advantage. It's like when the weather causes power outages, they use those situations to their advantages, whether they caused it or not. But most likely with geoengineering, it's out there. So people must be paying attention to what's around them, to being aware, not paranoid, but caution of their surroundings. And with everything taking place, things are happening pretty fast. With this chaos, there is also order, the division, and what they plan to do. With us, we have to be alert. We have to unite. We have to stick together. And how the masses react to these certain situations, it's all different. But most likely, people will not be ready or prepared. And how do you get ready and prepared for these situations? Even though some people prep and are preppers, believe they are prepared for these situations, when it comes really down to it, people will not be ready or prepared. The only way we can get through this is with the Word of God. Sticking to the Word of God and having your faith. Do it for yourself, for your family, for your loved ones, for your cats and dogs, whomever. But at least try to keep moving forward. Try and do and will. We must. We must. Because with us, we can let the emotions get the best of us, right? We can act out. We can have bad days, dark moments, and make mistakes. But do not let that consume you. Do not let that take hold of you. Do not let that control you. Be who you are destined to be in this world. make that purpose worth living. If you have not found the meaning of life, then know that you are living for that purpose. You will find. Believe, have faith. Know that you are doing something in this world. You are important. Stick together. Unity is our power too, as our voice is a weapon against the war on information out there. The elite, those who want to suppress knowledge. And for us, we learned that through time. We endure and we must keep going. Alright? So with that all being said, you guys let me know what your thoughts are on all of this. And remain vigilant, have faith, and God bless you all.
President Putin was really interesting in so many different ways because we haven't had relationships with Russia for a long time. And we started. Let me begin by saying that once again, the full faith and support for America's intelligence agencies. I have a full faith in our intelligence agencies. Whoops, they just turned off the light. That must be the intelligence agencies. There it goes. Okay. You guys okay? Good. It was strange, but that's okay.
It's a warning about the vulnerability of the country's power grid.
How vulnerable is the United States to some sort of massive critical infrastructure event?
We operate on the assumption that that kind of an event could happen at any time.
Seth, the Treasury Department, the Commerce Department, the Energy Department, tech giant Microsoft says it as well was compromised. How does something like this happen without some kind of alarm bells, if you will, going off?
China has replaced its promised formula of one country, two systems with one country, one system. Therefore, I am directing my administration to begin the process.
No amount of people that we can hire will be enough to review all of the content. We need to rely on and build sophisticated AI tools that can help us flag certain content. And we're getting good in certain areas. One of the areas that I mentioned earlier was terrorist content, for example, where we now have AI systems that can identify and take down 99% of the Al-Qaeda and ISIS-related content in our system before someone, a human, even flags it to us. I think we need to do more of that.
This is a memo that describes how we're going to take out 7 countries in 5 years, starting with Iraq and then Syria, Lebanon, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and finishing off Iran.
Google officially announced Wednesday it has achieved quantum supremacy. The tech giant says its quantum processor was able to perform a complex mathematical calculation in 3 minutes and 20 seconds. This same calculation would have taken the current most powerful supercomputer nearly 10,000 years.
And we're going to make a decision, and hopefully it's going to be the right decision. I will say this, I want to get it open as soon as we can. We have to get our country open, Jeff.
You may have seen more moving trucks or neighbors packing up during the pandemic. Well, that's because millions of Americans are relocating as campuses shut down, homes are lost, and some seek more space to roam.
And it's an artificial closing. It's not like we have a massive recession or worse. It's artificial because we turned it off. Think of what we're doing.
That is serious, serious wrongdoing. And it's stunning that much of the media wants to ignore it. And as you know, not only that, Facebook and Twitter decided to do more than ignore it, to censor it and silence it to prevent people from even finding out the facts of the press story.
Turn off the lights! Turn off the lights! Turn off the lights! Turn them off! Let me begin by saying that once again, the full faith and support for America's intelligence agencies. I have a full faith in our intelligence agencies. Whoops, they just turned off the light. That must be the intelligence agencies. There it goes. Okay. You guys okay? Good. That was strange, but that's okay. We must recognize that the internet has provided a dangerous avenue to radicalize disturbed minds and perform demented acts.